There are over 20 million alpacas in the world. But why are they all so fluffy? You might think it's because of where they live, but that's not true. Alpacas can be found all over the world, including here in the United States. And we don't have many large trees for them to build nests in. You might think it's because of what they eat, but that's not true either. They can be fed anything from grass to tree leaves to grain, and they still grow their luxurious fleece no matter what they eat. Then why are alpacas so fluffy? Well, it turns out that it's because of their ancestors. You see, alpacas are related to llamas, and llamas are wild animals. Over thousands of years, llamas were selectively bred by humans for certain looks or behaviors. That means that over time, llamas with certain looks or behaviors had more babies than others, and eventually those looks or behaviors became more common in the species. This is called artificial selection. And it's how dogs were domesticated from wolves, and how crops like corn and bananas became so big and tasty. But back to alpacas. The people who domesticated them did this for their fleece, not their fluffiness. But as part of this process, they also became fluffy. Here's why. Alpacas can come in two different shapes or body types, depending on what their fleece looks like. There's the Surrey alpaca, which has long, silky hair that hangs down in ringlets, and the Wakaya alpaca, which has dense, soft fleece that looks like a cloud. It's the Wakaya alpacas that are the fluffiest. Now, both of these alpacas are fluffy, but the reason they're fluffy is because of something called sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism is when males and females of the same species look different. Take a look at this male gorilla and this female gorilla. See how he's bigger with a bigger nose and brow ridges? That's sexual dimorphism. The male gorilla's larger features are there to help him attract a mate. And it's the same with the Wakaya alpaca. The reason why they have such fluffy fleece is because of sexual dimorphism. The fleece on the male Wakaya alpacas is much fluffier than the fleece on the female Wakaya alpacas. This helps the male alpacas attract a mate during breeding season. The fluffier the alpaca, the more likely a female will want to mate with him. It's kind of like peacocks. Male peacocks have much larger and more colorful tails than female peacocks. Flashy tail helps the male peacock attract a mate. Now, just like with peacocks, the fluffiness of male alpacas is an exaggeration. You see, as part of the domestication process, humans have selectively bred alpacas for hundreds of years for fluffiness. We wanted fluffy alpacas, so we bred the fluffiest ones together. But this led to a problem. Over time, the fleece of Wakaya alpacas became so fluffy that it was actually getting in the way. When their fleece got too thick, it would cover their eyes, and they wouldn't be able to see predators. Also, their thick fleece would get caught on bushes and trees when they were grazing, and they would often get injured. That's why today, some alpaca owners shear their alpacas multiple times per year. Shearing is when you cut off all the fleece from a sheep or alpaca. By shearing the alpacas, their fleece never gets too thick, and they can live nice, safe lives on farms. So the next time you pet an alpaca and feel its super soft fleece, remember that without humans, their fleece would be way fluffier. Speaking of super soft, if you want to learn more about the world around you, subscribe for more science videos.